You may often be working with collections of data or arrays, and you might need to display each item from those arrays on a page in the same way. Take, for example, a collection of results returned from an API, such as a list of products returned from an online shop database, or a manually created array using the formula editor. Instead of manually creating each HTML element to display each item, which could get quite cumbersome, we can use the repeat formula. Let's look at creating a simple list of items using the formula editor and using the repeat formula to display all items in that list just using one HTML element. On the right data panel, create a new variable, and let's name it vegetables. In the variable dialog, click on the FX button to open the formula editor. We're going to create an array or collection of vegetables. In the first formula node on the left, click on the drop-down arrow and find Array under Data Structures. Right now, the array is empty. Click on the plus button to add a new item to the array. Usually, you'll be working with objects inside arrays, which are collections of key-value pairs. So let's add an object to this array. Click on the plus button to the left of the first field in the array node and select Object under Data Structures. In the key field, delete the word key, type name, and in the value field, type potato. Currently, the vegetables array contains one item, and that item has one property, which has the key name with a value of potato. You can also confirm this in the initial value field of the variable dialog above. Next, add a new property to the potato object by clicking the plus button at the bottom right of the object formula node. Name this key icon and give it a value of the potato emoji. You'll also see the new key value pair reflected in the initial value field of the variable dialog. Next, let's add two more vegetables to the array. Click on the plus button to the bottom right of the array node. When you add a new item, you'll notice that the values from the previous item are duplicated, so you don't need to manually edit the key and value name fields each time you add a new item. Edit the second object to contain the name carrot and the icon carrot emoji. Finally, add a third object and add the name broccoli along with the broccoli emoji. Obviously, you can add whatever emojis and vegetable names you like. Close the formula editor and verify that the current value of the vegetables variable contains 3 items, each with a name and icon property. Now it's time to add some HTML elements to the canvas, so we're ready to use the repeat formula. Given we want to show these items in a list, let's add an HTML list element to the page. Open the element catalog by pressing I on your keyboard and search for OL, which represents an ordered list of items. Select the OL to add the element to the element tree. Next, to display the items in the list, we'll need a list item element. Open the element catalog again and search for LI. Add that element to the tree, making sure it's inside the OL element. Finally, with the LI selected, open the element catalog and type text to search for a text node. Find the text node and click to add it inside the LI element. This is the node we'll use to display the name and icon of each vegetable in the list. Now, here's where the magic happens. Right-click the LI element and select Repeat to open the formula editor. You can also select the repeat formula from the Attributes tab. In the formula editor, select the vegetables variable and close the formula editor. Notice that in the element tree, the list item now shows a repeat icon. You now have access to the data for each item inside that repeating loop. Next, select the text element inside the LI and click on the FX button next to the text field on the right to open the formula editor. When you're inside a repeating loop, you have access to special properties inside the formula editor. Click on the drop-down arrow on the first formula node, and you'll see you have access to the repeated item and its index, which tells you the position of the item in the list, which starts at 0. Select the item. We're now going to display the name and icon properties we defined when we use the formula editor to build the vegetables variable. Click on the name field and you'll see the first value in the vegetables array in the output to the right. You'll also see that on the canvas, the names of all the vegetables in the array are now displayed. We can also add the icon to the names using the formula editor. Click on the plus button to the right of the item node and search for concatenate, which means join. Add a new field to concatenate using the bottom right plus button, click the item chip and select icon. You can also drag to reorder these fields if you need. You'll now see all vegetable names and their icons displayed on the page using just one HTML element and the repeat formula.